If this were fiction, the king would have worn a crown of gold, not thorns. The savior would have risen on a stage, not in silence. And the heroes, they wouldn't fail. But they did, and that's why I believe. If man had written this, the cradle would be royal. A manger, no, that's too raw, too poor, too powerless. If man had written this, God would descend in flames, visible, undeniable, like every other invented God. But here he comes, quiet, hidden among animals. No one writes that unless it's real.
If this were scripted, the cross would never be the ending. You don't kill your hero in Act 2, you let him win. Loud, proud, glorious, but he dies beaten, mocked alone, and then the scene cuts. No fanfare, no thunder, and that's why I believe. No human could have written this. No poet would dare strip the hero bare. No director would fade to black when the crowd expects light. But truth isn't staged, truth just is. And this is too real to be fiction.
If this were propaganda, Peter wouldn't fall, David wouldn't lust, Moses wouldn't kill, Jonah wouldn't run, and the women, they wouldn't be the first to witness the resurrection. Not in a world where their words meant nothing in court, but they were, because truth doesn't follow culture, it exposes it. If man had planned the story, he'd let the king crush Rome, not ride a donkey. He'd make faith easy, miracles endless. He'd give us a checklist, not a cross. If man had staged the tomb, there would have been witnesses, cameras, guards, wide awake. Instead, the stone is rolled, the body's gone. No one sees the moment, only the aftermath. No one writes it that way unless they're telling the truth.
If man had crafted this tale, the prophets would never doubt. Abraham wouldn't laugh, Thomas wouldn't question, Jesus' own brothers wouldn't call him insane. But they did, because this isn't a fable, it's a family wrestling with the holy, and the cracks make it real. If man had invented this gospel, we'd clean it up, we'd skip the spit, the blood, the betrayal. We'd make the disciples brave, the journey smooth, the doctrine simple. But instead we find tension, paradox, process, a kingdom upside down where the first are last, the poor are blessed, and death is the doorway to life. No human could have written this. No scribe could invent a God so humble. No myth dares place the divine in diapers or the king in a tomb. This isn't what we would write. This is what he revealed.
You don't write a God who washes feet. You don't write a savior who doesn't save himself. You don't write grace so unfair that it covers both the saint and the criminal. No one writes like this. No one loves like this. No one gives like this, except him.
No human could have written this. Not this pain, not this mercy, not this cross, not this quiet resurrection, not this kind of love, too low to be legend, too holy to be hidden, too broken to be beautiful, and yet it saves.
This is not a script, this is not a song, this is not mythology, this is God speaking. And I believe because no human could have written this.